Assalamu alaikum, it's Huram here, your computer teacher. Very warm welcome after a short break of Eid al-Fitr vacations, and I hope you would have enjoyed a lot in these Eid holidays. But still, my recommendation is to stay home and stay safe, as we as a nation is still suffering from this COVID-19. So let us play, learn, and grow together by starting our fifth lecture. And before getting up to the main scenario, you ought to know about the previous topics what we have covered in MS Excel. So here is the computer science syllabus breakdown for class 7. There you can observe you had learned about the basic IDE of MS Excel. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, including title bar, ribbon, tab, name box, formula bar, scroll bar, and some other features. Then you learned about how to select a cell, edit a cell, or edit the contents in a cell. Then you learned about how to name a cell, cell reference, range reference, using different formulas. And similarly, in the most recent last lecture, you had learned about the basic precedence of mathematical operators that are used in MS Excel, in which you learned about plus operator, minus operator, multiplication, and some other operators just like auto sum. It sounds very good if you had learned all of these features thoroughly. So our today's topic, I have highlighted this function library. We will learn about this. We will learn about basic functions, sum, average, maximum, minimum, and count. So we will learn about function library and their functionalities using formulas. First of all, we must know about what is a formula that we are going to use in MS Excel. It's a predefined formula that performs calculations using specific values in particular order. It includes many common functions that can be used to quickly find the sum, average, count, maximum value, and minimum value for a range of cells. So we will learn many utilities of these functions in this lecture, but before understanding the utilities of these functions, we must know the syntax of a function. What to mean by a function syntax? It is meant how to write a function, to calculate calculations in MS Excel. So here it is. There you can see there is an equal sign. मैंने पहले भी आपको बताया था कि जब भी किसी फंक्शन को या मैथमेटिकल वैल्यू को आप कैलकुलेट करना चाहें तो सबसे पहले आपको is equal to sign mandatory है. Otherwise your mathematical calculations wouldn't be calculated by MS Excel. Then if you are going to use sum function, then sum function हम लिखते हैं और उसके बाद right after two parentheses और parenthesis के अंदर argument, function name, and then function name के बाद argument के अंदर cell range. Just like in this example we can see A1 colon A20, mean to say जो values A1 cell के अंदर पड़ी है वहां से लेकर A20 तक पड़ी हुई values को तमाम को sum करवा दिया जाए और इस sum को उस cell के अंदर show करवा दिया जाए. हम इनको वन बाय वन एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर भी MS Excel में करके देखते हैं अभी. So here under formula tab you can observe there is a function library. There are hundred of functions in MS Excel, but only some will be useful for the type of data you are working with. जैसे कि आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं कि ऑटो सम के लिए अलग फंक्शंस हैं जिनमें से आज हमने यूज भी करने हैं, सम, एवरेज, काउंट वगैरह. उसके बाद financial, logical, textual, date and time. There are hundred of functions that can be used, but depends on the data you are working with. Now I will create a data table in which we will apply each of these functions one by one. Here we have created a table in which you can observe there are 5 students obtaining different marks in different subjects, and if you want to calculate their total obtained marks, average, or if you want to know who secured the maximum obtained marks or average, or minimum obtained marks or average, we will use formulas in this way. So if you want to calculate the obtained marks, you can use the sum function, and this function adds all the values of the cells in the argument. By keeping this sum function syntax in your mind, you can use this function in this way. So here in G column and row number 4, G column is of obtained marks and row number 4, and you can observe the address of this cell as well in the name box, which is G4. You must have to enter an equal sign to apply a function by typing sum, means sum, double click, and here it is demanding in argument section those numbers जिनको आप ऐड करना चाहते हैं. Just like I want to add Urdu marks and then maths and English and computer science. After that you have to put closed parenthesis so that it can add all of these values from C4 to F4. ये सेल रेफरेंस और सेल रेंज भी आपको पढ़ाई थी, ये उसी का कॉन्सेप्ट है. देन यू हैव टू प्रेस एंटर, और ये देखें इसने ऐड कर दिया है. एक बार फिर आपको करके दिखाते हैं. अब मैं सेकंड रो में हूं, इसके अंदर मैं दोबारा से इज इक्वल टू साइन SUM stands for sum. You have to double click on it. Then you have to specify the values जिनको आप ऐड करना चाहते हैं, एंड देन उसके बाद पेरेंथीसिस को क्लोज कर दें एंड प्रेस द एंटर, और ये आपको ऐड कर देता है. बट यू डोंट नीड टू रिपीट these steps again and again. You can apply these function to the bottom values just by going जब आप अपना कर्सर यहाँ पर लेकर आए जहाँ पर ये प्लस का साइन देता है, एंड देन यू हैव टू ड्रैग इट डाउन, और आप देखेंगे कि ये फंक्शन अप्लाई कर देगा जैसे ही आप अपने कर्सर को लूज करेंगे. तो ये देखें इसने तमाम वैल्यूज को ऑटोमेटिकली उस फंक्शन को रीड करते हुए रेंज रेफरेंस का कॉन्सेप्ट इस्तेमाल करते हुए, जो कि आपको प्रीवियस लेक्चर में भी डिफाइन किया गया था, इसने तमाम वैल्यूज को ऐड करके दिखा दिया आपको. नाउ वी विल लर्न अबाउट द एवरेज फंक्शन. एवरेज फंक्शन determines the average of the values included in the argument. It calculates the sum of the cells. First of all, जो values जो cells आप select करते हैं उन values को ये sum करवाता है, and then divides that value by the number of cells in that argument. Just for an example, here under average column, if you want to calculate the average of Salman Ahmed, तो आप कैसे फाइंड करेंगे? इज इक्वल टू साइन देन एवरेज AVER. ये देखें सेकंड नंबर पे एवरेज का फंक्शन पड़ा है, यू हैव टू डबल क्लिक ऑन इट, और उसके बाद ये नंबर्स डिमांड कर रहा है जिनकी आप एवरेज फाइंड करना चाहते हैं, उर्दू, मैथ्स, इंग्लिश एंड कंप्यूटर साइंस, एंड देन क्लोज द पैरेंथेसिस एंड प्रेस द एंटर. तो ये देखें पर सब्जेक्ट सलमान अहमद की एवरेज क्या आ रही है? 85.75. Similarly, if you want to calculate the averages of other students, you may drag it down as we have did in the obtained marks column. Now we will learn about maximum function and minimum function. Maximum function calculates the highest cell value, and similarly minimum function calculates the lowest cell value. Let us have an example. So here, if you want to calculate the maximum obtained marks by a student, so what we will do, place an equal sign, then place enter maximum function and give it the range in which you find the maximum value, close parenthesis and click press, and here it is. It has calculated the maximum value, which is 343. Similarly, if you want to calculate the minimum value, place an equal sign, minimum function, double click and give it the range and press enter. You can calculate the maximum value among the cell range, and similarly you can calculate the minimum value. Similarly, if you want to calculate the maximum value in average column, what we will do, place an equal sign, max function, double click on it, give the range, close the parenthesis and press enter, and 85.75 is the maximum average obtained by Sulman Ahmed. Similarly, if you want to calculate the minimum average, min, double click on it, once again provide the range, close the bracket and press enter, and here it is. Now if you want to calculate that how many there were the students about their data you have entered in the table, you can use the count function by entering is equal to sign, then you would have to enter count, here it is, double click and then provide the range and press close the parenthesis and then press enter, and you can observe there were only 5 students and it has been calculated by the count function. Here a question may be aroused in your mind कि ये तो हम खुद भी काउंट कर सकते थे 5 वैल्यूज और इस तरह की चीजें हम कैलकुलेटर के जरिए भी काउंट कर सकते थे, तो व्हाट इज द मेन इंपॉर्टेंस और प्राइमरी इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ MS Excel using in these scenarios? So when we are going to use MS Excel, there may be a bulk of data comprising of thousands of elements in a table. Then you cannot calculate, you cannot count them manually. Then MS Excel provide you the best interaction way to deal with these kind of data, और आपको ये आसानी प्रोवाइड करता है, फैसिलिटेट करता है to calculate these kind of things in a very rapidly manner in a very short time of period. So hopefully आपने ये तमाम चीजें समझ ली होंगी. If you want to ask any query, you may ask freely without any hesitation, and please subscribe our channel if you want to download these videos. Thank you so much. I will be waiting for your queries and I will provide assignments as well. Thank you.